I will make a short video just sharing a reflection I made yesterday when watching a video, an old video by Rodin. This is the guy on the image here. This video is 4.5 hours long. I haven't watched the full, but I recently got interested in the numbers because there is a lot of interesting things in the numbers. Rodin, by the way, he came up with the vortex mathematics. I'm not so good at electricity and so on, but he made what is called a Rodin coil that is much more effective than traditional electric coils. I found a lot of interesting things with the numbers and with the Rodin coil, with the vortex mathematics that I wanted to share. To start with, the Rodin coil has 12, just like the zodiac, 12 points, as you see in this image here. And in this segment of the video, I took a screen dump, screen print here. Marcus speaks about these here, these red ones. They are connected with the 3 here. Here is 3, here is 6. So it's about the 3, 6, 9 never meet with the other numbers. 1, 2, 4, 5, whatever. And 0 is here behind Marco in the center. 0 is a pulse that is constantly pulsating. So here is unlimited energy available. So 0 and 9, as I spoke previously, and I said also, and I wrote in my comments in my videos, and I spoke about being 0, the hero. If you are 0, you are in contact with source. From the 0 is where all energy comes from into universe. And that is what I say, why I say that truth is existential. It's not conceptual. Because if you are in the concept, if you are in the conceptual, you are in the full circle of creation. But here is source. Out here is force. In the center here, you are the author. In the periphery, in the circle, you are the actor. But what I wanted to speak about was that, as Marco says, there are three systems in one system, and there are only 9 numbers, because 0 is not a number. And there is a symmetry in all of this. I will change the color. There is a symmetry in all of this. The symmetry goes straight through here. So you have the right and you have the left. And the right is masculine. It's number 3 here. But they constantly shift positive, negative, positive, negative. The 3 is an odd number. That's what it, odd Adam. The 6 is an even number. That is the feminine. That is Eve, even Eve. And there are 3 systems. He made these numbers red here to signify that they are a closed system by themselves. And here's 1, here's 2, here's the 3, here's the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 is totally off from all of it, or is just connected with a 0. So as I see it, the 0, the source, here the energy comes. It goes to the 9, and 9 distributes the energy to masculine and feminine simultaneously. The red the red dots he made here is number 1, number 4, and number 7. And I realized when I looked at the zodiac wheel that number 1, 4, and 7, they are the cardinal signs in the zodiac. This circle, the vortex mathematics circle, only describes 9 numbers. So the circle goes 1.25 laps because it goes to 9 and it goes back. 10 becomes 1, 11 becomes 2, because in numerology there is only one number unless there is a master number 11 and number 22, but Marco still calculates 11 as 2 and 12 as 3. So Pisces would be here, the 12th sign. But never mind. I realized, anyhow, that number 1, 4, and 7 makes up the cardinal signs, while number 2, 5, and 8, they are the fixed signs. The cardinal signs is the first ignition of energy. So they are leaders. People who have their sun or heavy energies in cardinal signs, they are naturally born leaders. It's an intensive energy that starts up each element. So cardinal fire starts up fire. Cardinal air starts up air. Air is thoughts and communication. Cardinal water is a leader it leads by emotions. Water is emotions. And cardinal earth is a practical. It's a doer. It's a leader by showing. Yeah, but the fixed signs, as I spoke about here, 2, 5, and 8. The fixed signs are. It's the peak of the energy. It's the strongest of the energy. So the cardinal signs is written about in the Bible also. It's the bull. It's the bull who's the Taurus, and it's the second house is the bull, the Taurus. The 8th house is Scorpio, the eagle. The 7th house is no, sorry, it's not the 7th. Here's the 7th. The 5th house is Leo. That is fixed fire. Yeah. So it's the red are cardinal, the blue are fixed signs, and 3, 6, 9. Marco Rodin, he doesn't speak about this at all. He has another idea that the 3, 6, and 9 are divine, sort of. 3, 6, and 9 is what Tesla constantly speaks about. But I realized that 3, 6, and 9, they are the mutable signs. It's when the energy dies. So it's very odd that 9 is the ruler of all of this. And the strongest energy is the cardinal. No, it's very, very strange. It's very, very strange. I will continue with another image, and I will show you here, or I will show you here. Here is the 3, 6, 9, as you see, 1, 4, 7, 2. Yeah, let's start again. 3, 6, 9, 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8. So the red ones are cardinal, and the numbers make up 12. I don't know if it has. I'm sure it has any meaning. I'm sure there are functions to explore, depending on these numbers. Yeah. And here I showed they all make up couples. 9, it's a holy number somehow, because 9 is, it doesn't blend with any other number. Whatever you divide or multiply with 9, if it becomes 9, you reduce yeah, but number 9 is 1. Is 9. 1 and 8 makes 9 together. So 1 is always an inversion of 8 somehow, because there is a symmetry here in this circle. So 8 and 1, they become 9 together. So 1 positive means 8 negative, or vice versa. 7 and 2 also belongs in a couple. 3 and 6 belongs in a couple, and 4 and 5 belongs in a couple. And here you can see what the numbers really are, because the first sign in the zodiac, here is the first sign in the zodiac, that is Aries, that is cardinal fire, is ruled by Mars. Here you see the symbol for Mars. And that is the same with the 8th house, that is ruled by Mars also in old astrology. And Mars is Pluto ruled also 8th house. It becomes complicated if I bring the new planets into this. Pluto was found in 1930. Yeah, but let's see. You understood what I said. So the distributions of the planets in the zodiac is also in nines, because Mars is Aries is a day sign. It is said like this in the zodiac. It's a masculine Aries. Everything has polarities, so it's masculine and feminine. So Aries is a masculine energy. It's a day sign in Mars is a day Mars in Aries, and it's a night sign in Scorpio. Yeah. So with the couple 2 and 7, they also make up 9. Here is ruled by Venus, and the second sign is Taurus, is ruled by Venus, and that is a night sign, that is Earth. So Earth and water is feminine signs, while fire and air is masculine. Here you have in 7, the 7th sign is Libra, that is a day sign, that is air. So the red signs are cardinal. So air, Libra is cardinal air, it's the leader in air, it starts up thoughts and communication. Yeah, you can see also that as I see it, I hope it won't be too messy when I explain it. Energy starts here. It's a pulse between 0 and 9, and 9 distributes the energy because there is a symmetry. It distributes to both sides, that is masculine and feminine. Masculine is number 3 because it's Adam, and the feminine is even, that is Eve. Yeah, the energy starts in 0, goes to 9, and 9 distributes it to 3 and 6. Yeah, and 3 and 6 is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the messenger of gods. And you didn't see here, I didn't tell. Up here at 9, who rules the 9 is Jupiter, because 9 is Sagittarius, that is mutable fire. So 369 is mutable. And what signifies mutable energy? They are flexible. They change themselves after the environment. So these people are not stubborn at all. They are smooth to work with. It's when the energy dies, it's said, it's not so strong any longer. So if we speak about now, we won't see Pisces, that is mutable water, because that is 12. It ends up here in the 3, while water is a feminine sign. That means that the positive 3, that is Gemini, mutable air. That is the day sign. That is the day sign of the mutable 3. While Pisces is the night sign of mutable 3. And that is also co-ruled by Jupiter, by the way. So Jupiter is involved both in the 9th and in the 12th, in the last sign. What was I about to say? Yeah, the energy in the world comes in through the zero. And as I say, be zero, the hero. When you meditate, you can become zero. When you silence your mind, when you reach your inner zero point, you can be in bliss. You are in contact with the source, with the total energy of the universe. It will pulsate through you, and that is living existential. That is being awake. That is having your mind blank. As Heraclitus says, the sleeper is one who has his head full of thoughts, while the awakened one has his mind blank. So people think they are awake if they just change the narrative in their mind. They are not awake, absolutely not. Because the truth is existential, it's not conceptual. The whole dimension of air is about concepts. Yeah, so the energy comes into the world through zero. And 0 and 9 has the same values in numerology. 9 equals 0, because 9 plus 1 is 1. 9 plus 2 is 2. Because you always reduce to one number. 9 plus 1 is 10, and the 0 doesn't count, so it's 1. 9 plus 2 is 11, and you reduce it to 2, because it should be one number. So 9 and 0 is the same thing. And the pulse of energy constantly goes from 0, from nothingness, to Jupiter. Jupiter is the king of gods in Greek mythology. He's the true ruler of heaven. He was the one who killed his father Saturn, because Saturn was oppressing. He was oppressing the world. He was oppressing Gaia. He was oppressing humans. Yeah. So this is how it is. From 0, energy comes to Zeus. Zeus is Jupiter in Greek. And Zeus redistributed to the messenger of gods, Hermes. That is Mercury. And Mercury is liquid in room temperature. And that is a typical mutable quality. It blends with the environment. it finds a balance. It's not hard. It's flow. Yeah, there are much more to this. And you see that the sun and the moon together makes up a couple. So the sun is masculine. That is a fire sign. Fire is masculine, while the moon is feminine. The moon regulates water. It rules water. And the old sign for the fourth sign is Cancer. The old signs in astrology were the crab or the scarabee was Cancer. And Cancer has the symbol of 69. The symbol of 69 signifies Cancer. And 6 plus 9 makes up 15. 15th letter of the alphabet is O. O is the circle. The feminine is the circle, while the masculine is linear. So, there are so much to this. There are so much to this. If you break down the letters in crab, because the crab is also Cancer. It's an old name for the sign of Cancer. You have C. That is also C as in vision. The letter C. And you have Ra. Ra is the sun god of Egypt. And you have B. C, Ra, B. So the moon gives birth to Ra, the sun god. So the sun is the sun. And the Father in heaven, in our modern astrology, it is Saturn. Saturn is the 10th sign. But in old times, it was Jupiter who was the ruler. Jupiter was the king of gods. So I think we have a shift of rain in heaven. Rain means ruler, but it also means rain as in water. I think we will see the age of Aquarius start quite soon. This is my interpretations. Yeah, never mind about it now. But here you have the Father as it is now. This is the Father. This is the Mother. The moon is the Mother. And they together create the sun. But Saturn is a false ruler, as I see it. It's Satan. And you can see also in the scarabee, it is. I always interpret S as solid. Solid is the 19th letter, and solid means earth element. For scarabee, solid, C, Ra, B. If you break down the letters in scarabee, if you interpret them one on one, or 1 and 2 in letters and syllables. So the sign of Cancer is also the keystone in Freemason, the top stone. And the Cancer has the yin and yang, 69 inside. That is because it has the 6 and the 9. That is the yin and the yang. Sort of. It has all of the universe inside of it. That's why both the crab and the Cancer, the crayfish and the scarabee have exoskeletons. They are highly sensitive. They have the whole world inside of themselves, so they need to protect themselves from the world. So they have their skeleton on the outside of their body, because it's only mush on the inside. It's very, very sensitive, very receptive. The feminine elements are receptive. That is water and earth are receptive. And mostly receptive is water. They absorb all energies from the outside. and water is wavy. It goes waves in the water. So if there is too much air inside of a Cancer, a crab, it will be a tsunami. My wife is ruled by the crab, by a Cancer, by the way. I won't say more about her because she has Mars in the first house, the Libra also. She's a real warrior. She will slay me if I tell details about her. Not literally. Yeah, I think this is what I wanted to say for now. It's so complex. There's so many things to say, and I hope you follow me because I work with my fingers on my phone on simple software. So thank you for listening.